What up, y'all? It's your boy AD, and that's all day. I'm in the spot finna do the Raw review for last Monday, and this was on April 11th, 2022. Again, the website, again, it's not really, I don't know, maybe because I've been doing my reviews a little quicker than normal, because I used to wait till the other show. But I guess because lately I've been trying to, do what I normally do, and it's just not there again. So, yeah. Well, whatever. It's cool. At least I get to tell y'all what the main event really was, and just tell y'all the stuff that I thought that was interesting, or most of the stuff that I can remember, because this is Raw and it is a longer show. But before I talk about the main event, let's talk about some of the other stuff that happened. I think the show started with Cody Rhodes again. Yeah. And another promo with him. Seth Rollins comes out, acts like they still got, or was it The Miz? Right. Matter of fact, it was The Miz, right? And he had Cody Rhodes on his show, The Miz Talk Show, and they end up getting riled up with one another. And they end up having a match later on that night. So yeah, Cody Rhodes went against Miz, and Cody Rhodes did end up going over. While Seth Rollins was watching in the background, well, on the side of the ringside, and then he came in and then said his little stuff to Cody, and then he was basically saying that they're gonna have another match. So yes, Cody and Seth, it's still gonna happen, and yeah, I knew Cody was gonna win that match too. It was something else as well that kind of made me think about that. They're still doing that Ezekiel stuff, which is kind of funny. It was a lot of backstage skits as well, like Ezekiel and Kevin Owens still trying to say that's Elias, but he running around saying he ain't, and this and that. Uh, what matches did we have? I think we had a match with Veer, right? And then Veer, Jinder Mahal's lackey, just like Shanky, who they've been having you wait for so long to see, who's been playing this crazy hero role. Yeah, so Veer had a match against Dominic Mysterio, and he just destroyed him. He basically really destroyed him, even put him on the stretcher, and then he had to go to the hospital. And Veer acted wild the whole time. So yeah, that happened with Veer. Bianca is back, and Bianca had a match against Liv. No, she didn't. Actually, Sasha had a match. No, Naomi. I'm sorry. See, this is why I wish it was here. Naomi had a match against Liv. It was a quick match. Naomi won. Bianca came back and talking about her new opponents with Sonya. She was tough because she had a match with Zelina. She won pretty quickly against Zelina. Then she was talking about her new opponents with Sonya, because Sonya is back now. And then she was like, oh, well, just going through a lot of the superstars and roster. And then she was like, oh, okay, let's introduce your next opponent. And then everybody, they turned and looked to see who it was. And then Sonya just attacked Bianca from behind. So that was just wild. She just attacked her from behind and then got to beating her up. So yes, the Sonya and Bianca beef is back on, and she threw some beef ass shade at Adam Pearce in the back, because Adam Pearce is like, oh, I don't think you can get away with this, and she just act like she didn't care, so she throwing shade and beef at him now too, which is wild. Damian Priest had a match with AJ Styles. It was a decent match all the way until AJ Styles gets tossed out the ring, and Damian Priest just goes to the ground, and then all the lights turned off, and then they cut on with the spotlight, and then he got this crazy look on his face, and then it goes to commercial, and then the match is over. That was pretty crazy. And then AJ's in the back talking like he still wants revenge and all of that. I'm like, how the hell did the match end? I'm like, what the hell? You just disappeared? What really happened right there? I don't know. More backstage skits with Tamina and Dana Brooke and all the rest of the 24/7 title crew, which was pretty wild. What else? What else do we have? Cause I'm trying to think. I think that was about most of the stuff. Right, Austin Theory doesn't want to be named Austin Theory no more. Now he wants to be named Mr. Theory. I'm like, okay. I'm like, was it because Stone Cold or something? Yeah, they named too close to Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So they like, oh, well, I'm just Mr. Theory. So that's a crazy name change. Let's see if they stick to that. Calling this man Mr. Theory. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think, was there any other women's matches that happened? I think it was another quick one. Hmm. Yeah, that's about all I can really think of. Well, to the main event. So the main event was the Usos best the Street Profits in an explosive showdown to prove they deserve to challenge RK Bro. It says after undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns sent them to the Rare Brand to unify the tag team titles, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos overcame Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins in an explosive main event showdown to bring them one step closer to doing just that. Plus, Cody Rhodes defeated The Miz in his first Raw match in 6 years. WWE official Sonya Deville tricked her way into the future Raw Women's title. So they talking about some of the other stuff that happened. And I mentioned those things. So, okay, so RK Bro had a match with Alpha Academy. They won. Right after they won, the Usos showed up. You already know Roman was like, go over there and go get them belts. We want you to get all the belts. Okay. So they came to the ring and here they go. They was sending shots at each other. RK Bro and the Usos sending shots at each other. And then in the middle of it, the Street Profits showed up. And then they basically put their 2 cents saying like, hey, we be Alpha Academy too. We should be involved in this too. I pretty much figured that this was going to happen too. I'm like, man, they are not going to fight RK Bro right now. I knew they was just stepping in to fight the Usos. Like, damn it. Like, I really wanted to just see them go at it. But here we go. Because I already knew the Usos wasn't really going to win. I mean, the Street Profits wasn't going to win because it wasn't going to make them look weak knowing that they really are trying to act like the Usos want all the damn belts. That shit is pretty crazy. So they had their match. You know, it was still a good match. And, yeah, they ended up losing. The Usos ended up winning, man. You know, in a clean way, too. Clean fashion. And then RK Bro, you know, they show out like, oh, let's fight. You know, they standing up. But then the Usos leave. So they end up leaving. Like, out the ring. Like, bye. Now, this is a very ridiculous part. I'm like, what is going on? Like, did Riddle just start attacking Dawkins? I'm like, why is Riddle just attacking Dawkins out of nowhere? Like, the match is over. Shouldn't you be fighting the Usos? That's what I'm thinking. Like, shouldn't y'all focus? Here go Riddle and Dawkins flying over the ropes. Here go Orton hitting Montez with a damn fucking RKO for no reason. I find this to be no reason. Like, what? For no reason, you hit Montez with an RKO, and then right after that, the Usos jump right back in the ring and double super kick Randy. And Bro and them fell out the ring, right? So boom, that's what they get though. Like, you should have been focused on them. It was kind of crazy though because it did look like they were about to leave. You think the show was finna be over, and nope, they was on some other Randy RKO, and right after the RKO, they popped right back in the ring and got them. And as you can see, they both got the belts up, basically signifying that they will have these titles. Now, do I think it's going to happen? I do think it's a possibility. I'm not 100% sure. But, man, the WWE is really going pretty hard right now in this whole bloodline thing. And you never know. They might even take it a step further. And I would like to see Usos versus RK Bro for the titles, man. Even though it's kind of hurting now. Like, y'all taking all the belts away. But I can't say I wouldn't like to see that match. Sorry if I missed out on some things in Raw. I think I said most of the important stuff, or the stuff that, you know, that really mattered. I may have missed a couple other things, but overall, the show was alright. I give it I give it like a 3 out of 5. It was an alright Raw. Just some parts I was like, okay, but some parts I was like, damn, you know. But hey, it is what it is. But we'll be looking forward to SmackDown, seeing what's going on. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's review. And I'll see you guys later on a later tip. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.